Welcome back to Green Tea. Your matcha need a dose of the latest and greatest in climate tech. I'm Ray Byron, the head of operations at Terra Talent, joined by our founder, Dolly Singh. Dolly, what's the tea for today?
Well, Ray, today we're going to be diving into non-dilutive funding in the climate sector with a special look at government grants.
Wonderful. Let's get to it. Non-dilutive funding refers to any form of financing that does not require the founders to give up equity in their company. There are various sources of non-dilutive funding, including debt financing, project finance, and tax credits. But today, we're going to look specifically at grants, and for good reason.
Like 1 trillion good reasons, because that's how much the U.S. has earmarked for climate initiatives over the next decade through the Inflation Reduction Act and the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law.
That's a mind-boggling number, Dolly. And critically, it provides a backstop for the natural ebbs and flows of the private market. This past year, Sightline Climate reported $32 billion of investment in the climate sector, which is actually down 30% from 2022. These ups and downs are a part of the game, and the reality is the challenge is so massive it will require the best efforts of both public and private funders.
Given that humanity cannot afford to lose momentum as we scale climate tech innovation, the billions from this legislation will help companies mature high-risk but critical new innovation as humanity faces the rapidly accelerating impacts of climate change. One major challenge for founders, however, is that finding and applying for grants has historically been a bit of a nightmare. But luckily, there's also been some innovation on this front. A few companies are working to make this process more seamless.
One of these companies is Climate Finance Solutions, which has an impressive track record securing nearly $1 billion in grant funding. Another is Streamline Climate, which uses generative AI to help companies find, write, and manage grant applications.
That's great tea, Ray. And if you're a climate founder who's listening, make sure that you're educating yourself on the full spectrum of funding options available to you. And remember that federal grants can take 6 to 12 months, so the time to apply is now.
Time is money. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time on Green Tea.